Hello there, everyone. My name is Louis, and I'm a cinephile. I'm here to review Oppenheimer. I consider this movie not just the best movie of 2023, but one of the greatest movies ever directed by the great Christopher Nolan. He has made masterpieces like Memento, The Dark Knight, Inception, Dunkirk, and finally, they gave him an Oscar for Oppenheimer. So, what's this movie about? This movie is about the life of physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer, played masterfully by Cillian Murphy. You guys may know him from uh, other Christopher Nolan's movies. My personal favorite, the series Peaky Blinders. But it tells his story about how he was able to create the atomic bomb, all of the struggles in his own personal life, all the guilt that he created, a bomb capable of destroying an entire city and eventually maybe the entire planet. I think everyone should watch this movie because this is a movie for our times. As we're having wars over there in Ukraine, in Gaza, and people sort of like forget how fragile not only peace is, but fragile. Christopher Nolan, he perfectly balances between drama and action, as he has made in previous movies. The story is really captivating because it's amazing how there was this 1% that the atomic bomb could destroy the atmosphere, and they were brave enough to do it in order to beat the Nazis of creating such a weapon of mass destruction. Even though the movie is 3 hours long, I think it's paced in a very natural, fluid way. I wasn't bored at it at all. Um, Something that I have to praise is the acting. Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, Remy Malek, Kenneth Branagh, Florence Pugh, Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt finally got her first Oscar nomination. These people give performances that, wow, it looks like they were born to play these roles. And I think it's when you're in the presence of a great director like Christopher Nolan, actors are able to pull off things that you didn't expect that they will pull off. So everyone that worked on this movie, I think this movie won like around 7 Oscars. Everyone that worked on this movie deserves an Oscar because they gave their passion in giving you a story that we must be careful with our own vanity. We must be careful with the power that we bring. I personally, for the last almost 80 years, war has become something dangerous because many countries nowadays have these weapons of mass destruction, and we must be, vigilant in what the other country is going to do. This movie is not only just a storytelling achievement, but it's also a technical achievement. I mean, the cinematography on IMAX, when it goes to black and white, it looks, I don't know, something from a museum. Every shot is a work of art, and I highly praise it. Most of the scenes in my mind, especially of course, that whole build up that sequence of the test, the very first test of a nuclear bomb is something that I freaking loved it. The editing, the sound, the music, when you put everything, especially during, this sequence of the nuclear bomb, it just, wow. It surprises you, it pulls your hair up. It ends in, yes, in a depressing note, but I think that's the whole point because we must be aware that we're living in Oppenheimer's world. But it is done in such a powerful, impactful manner, especially on that climate. It's one of the greatest climates I've ever seen because, again, in terms of story wise, technical wise, it's just pure perfection, and it's a movie that I can see it again and again, and I will never get bored. Obviously, I will give Oppenheimer a 10 out of 10. Christopher Nolan is one of my favorite directors, especially one of my favorite directors of the century. If you haven't seen Oppenheimer, you should check it out because one of those movies like Schindler's List that is based on a true story, it impacts you and it hits you, and it will make you see life in a different perspective. So thank you.